Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, cops charge man seen shooting another in viral video. A man who was seen on video shooting another on Tavern Avenue, Kingston 6 last week has been charged by the police. Ishmael Davis, 52 years old, has been charged with murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Davis is charged for the fatal shooting of 57-year-old Marcia Farquharson, a block maker from Tavern Avenue. Before the shooting, both men were seen arguing in the video, which later went viral on social media. Reports are that around 7 a.m., both men got into a dispute. Farquharson reportedly brandished a knife, and Davis pulled his licensed Glock 9mm pistol. Davis discharged 2 rounds in the direction of the now deceased, which caught him on the right side of his face, causing him to collapse on the spot. The police were summoned, and Farquharson was seen lying on the ground in blood. He was rushed to the University Hospital of the West Indies, where doctors pronounced him dead. A knife which was found on the scene was processed, and Davis's licensed firearm was seized. The police reportedly extracted and viewed the CCTV footage and observed that Davis was not attacked by the now deceased at the time he discharged his firearm. On Saturday, the police conducted a question and answer interview at the Halfway Tree CIB with Davis and his attorney. He was charged earlier Tuesday. No court date was given. Medical Council takes action against the neurosurgeon. Controversial neurosurgeon Dr. Roger Hunter has been suspended from practicing in Jamaica with immediate effect. In a notice published on Tuesday, the Medical Council of Jamaica announced that Hunter's suspension is in keeping with the Medical Act, Section 11(1)(d). This section states if any person registered under this act is found upon inquiry by the Council to be guilty of dishonesty, negligence, or incompetence in the performance of his functions as a medical practitioner, or of conduct that is disgraceful in a professional respect, they can be removed from the registry of doctors allowed to practice in the island. The legislation also includes a provision under which the Council may at any time, if it thinks just, directs the registrar to restore to the register any name removed therefrom. Later last week, the news confirmed that Hunter was scheduled to appear before the disciplinary committee of the Medical Council on July 2 to address an allegation of professional misconduct. According to reports reaching the news, a patient of Hunter's through the law firm Knight Jr. and Samuels wrote to the Medical Council alleging that he received the substandard treatment during a surgery. The Medical Council responded to the law firm, indicating that it had written to Hunter seeking his response to the allegation within 2 weeks. When the news spoke to Hunter last week, he said he was prepared to mount a strong defense against the charge he believes is premature at best or being done with malicious intentions at worst. It appears that the Medical Council wants to put themselves in front of the courts. Here it is that a gentleman who received the back surgery does not want to pay me, and to avoid paying, he is finding every little reason not to pay, said Hunter. According to the neurosurgeon, the patient owes him a significant sum and is refusing to pay because the 2 medical practitioners he specifically requested were not there. Yet he had a successful surgery, and to that extent, he even asked for more time to stay at my facility, my home, and to avoid paying me my money, he is finding every little reason. It surprised me that the Medical Council could be used to try to intimidate me, added Hunter. He charged that there are many more serious allegations against the doctors, which the Medical Council has refused to probe and questioned if he is being targeted. It goes to show you how they treat certain people one way and other people another way, said Hunter, as he charged that a doctor in rural Jamaica was convicted of assault more than 3 months ago, but he has not been summoned to a hearing by the Medical Council. I have written the medical council at least 12 times and pointed out to them that a medical doctor has been convicted and is now a criminal. The canons of the medical profession do not allow you to practice if you are a criminal, argued Hunter. The neurosurgeon said that having failed to convene a hearing for a doctor who has been convicted of a crime, it is questionable that he has been called to a hearing in a case which is being probed by the police. If the police are doing a criminal investigation of a man, why don't they allow the criminal investigation to proceed before they come with any action against me, added Hunter. He scoffed at allegations that he has been banned from performing surgery at a number of local medical facilities, despite the news having seen a letter from a private medical facility in the corporate area which refused his request to perform surgeries there. The letter noted that Hunter withdrew his request the day after submitting it. As news surfaced on Monday about the suspension of Hunter, he told the news that he was not aware of that development. According to Hunter, he has not appeared before the medical council and remains accredited to practice in the United States, the United Kingdom, and other countries. Hunter is believed to be the man on a voice note which has gone viral, making several allegations against Dr. Carl Bruce and questioning his medical qualification, his character, and his integrity. When he spoke to the news, Hunter refused to confirm or deny that he was the person on the voice note. But Bruce, the University Hospital of the West Indies medical chief of staff, has threatened to take legal action over the voice note. Hunter is the complainant in a criminal case against Bruce. The matter is scheduled for trial on September 29 after Hunter refused to go to mediation. Another major ammunition seizure in Westmoreland. The police's Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division on Tuesday seized over 600 rounds of ammunition during an operation in Culloden District, White House, Westmoreland. The operation came on the heels of another substantial seizure of 3,900 rounds of ammunition, 19 exotic animals, and uncustomed cigarettes along the shores of White House, Westmoreland on Monday. Reports are that between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., a police and military team conducted an intelligence-led operation in search of wanted men. During the operation, 501 9mm rounds, 82 5.56 rounds, and 40.38 rounds of ammunition were discovered hidden among the vegetation in a hilly terrain. No arrest was made in connection with the seizure. Anyone with information that can assist the investigation is urged to contact CTOC at 876-967-1389, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. Man fatally shot in Spanish Town. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the shooting death of a man along Port Henderson Road near the community of De La Vega City in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Tuesday morning. He has been identified as 51-year-old Norris Williams, a garbage collector of Jones Avenue in Spanish Town. The police report that about 5:50 a.m., Williams was walking along the roadway when he was pounced upon by unknown assailants who shot him. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Almost 1,800 Jamaicans had their criminal records expunged last year. Almost 1,800 Jamaicans who applied for their criminal records to be expunged were successful in fiscal year 2024-2025. However, the Justice Ministry turned down 700 applicants. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck reported that since 2016, more than 7,000 expungement applications have been approved out of a total of almost 11,000. He said the ministry is making systemic changes to facilitate the transformation of more Jamaican lives. 2 persons were employed recently by the ministry and assigned to its criminal records office to assist with locating records for expungement applicants. The increased staff complement, said Chuck, has led to a dramatic improvement in the processing times and has contributed to the clearance of more than 2,000 backlog applications. It is no secret that countless job seekers, isolated family members, critically ill persons in need of overseas treatment, some self-employed persons, some aspiring entrepreneurs, just to name a few examples, would all like to have their records expunged in order to maximize their full potential, Chuck said. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.